up, what it do? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kaice. If you are new, please take a second, go down below, hit that subscribe button and click that little bell button so you don't miss when I post a new video. I always get a lot of questions asking how to properly take care of yourself during that time of the month, ways to relieve pain, ways to get rid of PMS symptoms. So I'm gonna talk all things periods today. I've also partnered with Teami blends to show you guys how I use their infamous detox mask to help with hormonal acne. So let's jump right into it. So first things first, let's talk about PMSing. PMS stands for premenstrual syndrome. It's the combination of symptoms that we feel prior to our period. Some people also say PMSing when you're talking about the mood swings and the things that you feel during the week of your period as well. I'm one of those people that had period symptoms from the week before my period all the way through until it's over. Typically, PMSing is caused by an influx or an imbalance of hormones going on inside of you during that time of the month. I experience all types of emotional changes during that time of the month. I naturally have anxiety, but during that time of the month, my anxiety is heightened. I also go through up and down mood swings. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm angry. I have recently been exploring the benefits of CBD. It's being used in almost everything nowadays: hair care, skin care, body care. But the best way to get the benefits of CBD is to consume it. I recently discovered these Premium Jane CBD gummies. Each gummy has 25 milligrams of CBD in them. As you guys can see, my jar is halfway empty. Studies have proven that CBD can help with anxiety, mood swings, irritability, and even low resistance, or your ability to handle stress. I feel like these gummies make consuming CBD a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable. They have a fresh mixed berry fruit flavor. They're made from quality organic hemp extract from plants that are grown right here in the United States. Since CBD edibles are absorbed into the bloodstream via the digestive system, they don't work as fast as if you were to consume CBD in its pure isolated oil form. However, they do have long-lasting effects and they can last up to 12 hours or more. They're sourced from natural ingredients, there's no animal products, no GMO, they're organic. I also really like that they're laboratory tested for safety and purity, so you know that you're really getting high quality CBD and it's safe. With these, you literally just take 2 of them to get the full dosage. You can take them both at the same time, or you can take them separately. You can also take them without food. They come in a bunch of different colors, but this is what they look like. I'm actually gonna take some right now. Sometimes I'll even just take these before I film because it helps to just calm me. They don't contain THC, so they're not gonna get you high, but I love them. I really do feel the effects within minutes of taking them. Now, this is not going to treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. It's also not going to cure any mental disorders or anything, but it just really helps to relieve the symptoms. I also love them because they are vegan. They also taste really good, so it's actually kind of hard to only eat 2 a day. It's almost like eating just regular candy. And when you're on your period, sometimes you just crave the sweetness anyway. But you definitely shouldn't eat more than 2 on a day-to-day basis. But they can be used daily to help with the management of stress. Sometimes I actually take them at night if I find myself just up or in pain and I can't sleep. If you guys want to try these, I do have a 20% off coupon code. It's gonna be Kaice20. It'll be down below for you guys, and so will the link for these. Something else that I really love that not only helps me during my period but all the time is eucalyptus. There's different forms of eucalyptus that you can use. You can put a few drops of eucalyptus oil inside of a humidifier and use it that way for aromatherapy. I personally have a eucalyptus plant inside of my shower that I love. I get it from this website called Eucalyptus Farms that comes every month, and the scent is just so relaxing. You guys know I'm big on scents and candles all the time, but especially during that time of the month. Okay, so next let's talk about hormonal acne. Hormonal acne is exactly what it sounds like. It's basically acne that comes because of fluctuations of your hormones. Most people get hormonal acne in their chin area. I actually get the same pimple in the same spot every month, and that's how I know that it's because of my period and not just some acne that comes up. I always get a pimple right here no matter what, and I get a pimple right here in the center of my freaking forehead. Honestly, it just happens. But I wanted to show you guys how I use the Teami Blends Detox Mask to kind of help with reducing the inflammation from hormonal acne and to just make my skin look and feel more alive overall during that time of the month. It's actually ironic that I'm filming this video at this time because I'm actually on my period as we speak. So I filmed a little clip of me using the mask so you guys can see the immediate results. Hey y'all, so it is currently day 2 of my period, and per usual I have my pimple that showed up here. Actually this month I got 2. So I got 2 right here, and then I have one on my forehead. It did go down a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys how I use the Teami Blends Detox Mask to help get rid of inflammation and basically get rid of the pimples. So this is what the mask looks like. It's really thick and it has like a clay consistency. That is the bentonite clay in it. I'm just gonna take my little brush and get a good amount of it on there. You want to apply this on clean skin. So I just washed my face. I'm just dampening it a little bit. So what makes this mask so good, especially for that time of the month when you're trying to get rid of hormonal acne, is number 1, the bentonite clay that I already mentioned that helps to just dry out the pimples, get rid of excess bacteria that can make the pimples worse. It also has lemongrass in it. Lemongrass is also a really good ingredient for minimizing pimples and inflammation. But also, I don't know about you guys, but when it's that time of the month, I am just so fatigued, and sometimes it does show in my face, like my skin just looks kind of dull, and lemongrass helps to brighten the skin and just give you a nice complexion overall. The matcha green tea is also antibacterial, so it's going to help with inflammation. It also has a bunch of antioxidants that are going to help strengthen the skin and build its elasticity. This mask is really good to use not only when you're on your period, but anytime your skin just feels congested. Plus, it's a vibe. Like, there's nothing better than applying a face mask when you're not feeling your best. So you just want to let this sit for like 10 to 15 minutes. You're going to notice that the darker green color is going to turn into a lighter color, and the mask is going to harden. When the mask transforms, that's when you know that the detox process is finished. In the meantime, I'm just going to sip on my water, and I'll come back to show you guys what my skin looks like afterwards. Okay, I am back, and the mask has hardened, as you guys can see, and it's turned into this light green color. I'm going to rinse it off, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished rinsing it off. You can just see how much brighter my skin looks. Even the pimples have decreased in size a little bit. They're not as inflamed. They're also not as red. I love that this is a clay mask, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling really stripped. It actually doesn't feel dry at all. It feels still very hydrated. It has like so much bounce and elasticity. Even the little pimple I had on my forehead has decreased in size. I feel like my skin also just looks so much brighter. Like, I don't look as tired. I also feel like the texture is way smoother. I also had some redness over here. Like I said, usually clay masks can just leave your skin feeling so tight and dry, and this one's going to detoxify the skin, brighten the skin without like stripping it of everything. Recently it has become like the only clay mask that I'll actually use on my skin. I also love that it's 100% clean. It's made with organic ingredients, so if you have more sensitive skin, you don't have to worry about it irritating your skin. You guys know I just went through a whole thing where I sensitized my skin, so I'm very particular about the type of products that I use on my skin now. And it's also cruelty free. If you guys are interested to try this mask, I do have a 25% off coupon code. It's going to be Kaice25. I'll put the link down below. After doing the mask, I just follow up with the rest of my skincare routine, and that's it. Some ways that you can actually prevent getting hormonal acne is watching what you eat. It's very easy to go overboard with sugars and fatty acids and sodas and everything during that time of the month because we crave it, but it can actually not only trigger hormonal acne, but it can make it worse. Also, stay hydrated like all the time, but especially during that time of the month. So I don't know about you guys, but when I'm on my period, I feel like my hygiene senses are just heightened because you're a little bit more self-conscious. You might be constantly thinking about it. There's a few things that I use to help me stay and feel fresher during that time of the month. Now, we all have our preferences when it comes to pads or tampons or the Diva Cup. I am personally a tampon girl. I've been a tampon girl since my teenage years, and I haven't looked back. When I was younger, I used to use pads, but as I got older and started becoming more active, I just started leaning more towards tampons, and like I said, I haven't gone back since. But no matter what you're using, you want to make sure that it is organic and clean because there's a lot of menstrual products on the market now that contain unnecessary fragrances, unnecessary parabens, chlorine, all these extra things that can just throw you off down there during that time of the month. I personally love the Honey Pots tampons. I've been using these pretty much since they came out. Unfortunately, I need to order some more because mine are empty right now. But when I can't get a hold of these or when they're sold out, I also really love these tampons by, I think the brand is called L period or L dot. I'm really not sure, but you can find these at Target. I literally only have one left in here. That's how you know I really use them. Plus, like I said, it's that time of the month right now, so I literally just used a lot of them. But either way, these are both very clean and organic tampons. They don't have pesticides, chlorine, any synthetic fragrances or nothing like that. Before I started using organic tampons, I was using, I think the brand called You, I'm not sure, but just a normal brand, and I did notice a difference in my pH levels and how fresh I was when I switched to organic tampons. I also really love the Honey Pot's normal foaming wash. I talk about this on my channel so much, I have lost count at how many videos I have talked about this in. I actually use this all the time, like not just during that time of the month. This is 100% natural. It keeps your pH balanced. Naturally, your pH can be thrown out of whack during that time of the month because there's just so much, you know, rolling through there. So this just helps to really keep me fresh and balanced. The Honey Pot also offers a sensitive version, and they also have a mommy to be version. And like I said, I use this all the time, but during that time of the month specifically, I find myself taking showers a little bit more often, sometimes even more than twice a day, and I rely on her. And I also rely on her little sister, which are the wipes, because I just have to wipe myself when I'm changing my situation. I can't just use tissue paper. I don't know why, it's just not me, never has been, never will be. Now, like I mentioned, sometimes during that time of the month, you can become a little bit self-conscious, especially if it kind of comes out of nowhere, which happens. For me, I find that as I get older, my period becomes a little bit more regular, but when I was a teenager, it was so irregular. Like, it would just come out of nowhere sometimes, and because of going through that and being traumatized by it, I personally always have a little like emergency bag that I keep some essentials in just in case, because sometimes you just never know when it's gonna come. I do have an app that I use. It's called Clue, and this app is really good for just keeping track of your period. Like I said, now that I'm older, it's a little bit more regular, but before I used to really rely on this to know when it could be coming, even though it would still be off sometimes. But I love this app because inside the app, you're able to track your periods. It tells you when you're gonna be PMSing. It lets you know when you're ovulating. It's actually gonna notify you like a few days before your period is coming. So I definitely use this as a preventative measure, but like I said, I also always keep a little essentials bag. Inside of this bag, I keep some extra tampons, because you never know. I also keep some on-the-go wipes. These are by another brand called Good Wipes, which I also really like. They're also natural and safe to use down there. The Honey Pot also offers like on-the-go wipes, but I can never find them and they're always sold out. These I get at Target, and I keep these in my little to-go bag. And then I also keep this spray. It's from Empress Body. Now this spray can be used to neutralize odors. Not only, you know, odors that you might have down there, but you can also spray it on your shoes or on your feet. You can spray it in your underarms. So it's just a really good spray to have, you know, when you're on the go for like hygiene emergencies. And whenever I can, I try to keep this in a purse or with me somewhere. I got this bag in PR from Burst, but you can use any small bag. If you don't usually carry a big purse, you can always use a smaller bag. But literally ever since high school, y'all, I have carried an emergency purse with me no matter what, just to be safe. Also, a few days before my period is coming, like I said, I do get a notification on my phone with my Clue app. So I like to start wearing some panty liners a few days ahead of time, just in case there's some, you know, early leakage. These are also from the Honey Pot, and they are herbal infused panty liners. They're also clean, no chlorine, no pesticides, no fragrances. But because they are herbal infused and they have mint and lavender in them. They do have like a slight tingling sensation. It might sound weird, but it actually feels really good. These can be worn every day, but like I said, I typically just wear them a few days before my period is coming, just as a preventative factor. Now, even though we can do all these things to prevent leakage and spillage, sometimes it happens, and I have this product that I randomly purchased off Amazon. It's by this brand called Porosity, and it's a natural stain remover. When slip-ups happen, this works so well to remove stains from underwear. I personally have like a separate set of underwear for when it's that time of the month from my normal ones, but like I said, let's say a mistake happens, and typically my underwear that I don't care about, that are designated for my period, if they get stains in them, I just toss them out. But let's say I do have a mistake where I mess up one of my good panties, this works really, really well to get blood stains out. It's plant powered and it's clean, it's safe to use on your underwear. You just spray it on the area and let it sit for like 15 minutes before you toss it in the washer. If the stain is really bad, you can let it sit for longer than that. Like sometimes I let it sit for like 2 hours and then it just rinses out so well. I'll also put the link for this below for you guys too. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about pain. I am slightly blessed in this category because I don't have much pain during my menstrual cycle. However, I do get a lot of cramping like the day before and in the first day. And typically it's in my abdomen area and my lower back, sometimes even in like my chest area. So I have a few things that I've tried that have worked really well for me. First things first, exercise. Surprisingly, I'm not really an exercise girl, but a couple days ago I actually tried to run, which I don't even really do when I'm not on my period, but I did it and it actually made me feel better. It's also really hot in Florida right now, so it could have been just like the combination of me moving and the heat that helped to calm my muscles, but I really did feel better after exercising. I found a website that actually has a bunch of exercises that you can try when you're on your period that are supposed to help with reducing pain. Like I mentioned, heat really does help with relieving the tension from your muscles. So I like to take baths. You guys have to try these Queen V Bombshell bath bombs. They're literally made for menstrual discomfort relief. They're all natural and they have essential oils that are aimed to relieve the discomfort and like the tension in the muscles from being on your period. All you have to do is drop the bath bomb inside of a running bath, and then it has sweet orange oil and rosemary oil that are going to help soothe the cramps. Plus it also has a really nice scent, so it has some aromatherapy properties in it too. I actually just used my last one, so I have to grab some more. They come in a set of 3, but I really like these. I also really like the Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. If I don't have these, or if I just don't want to use these, this is another great option as well. It's more so for like active wellness therapy, but it's also good for relieving the tension in muscles during that time of the month. It also has a minty like rosemary scent, which can be really relaxing, and you can just put like a cup of this in a warm bath as well. I also really love these pain relief heating pads. I ordered them off Amazon. I just be ordering stuff off Amazon sometimes, girl, but they are by this brand called Sunny Bay, and they come in a little packet, and in each packet there's 2 of them. What I really like about these is that they're so thin, so it's very easy to just hide them under a shirt. So they're really good for on the go. They're also air activated, so they don't require electricity. They don't require you putting them in a microwave. As soon as the adhesive is off and it's exposed to the air, it starts to warm up. And so sometimes if I can, I'll take some of these with me on the go, just in case I randomly get a cramp somewhere and I can just pull it out and put it right on, because they're so thin and so easy to hide. We all have those times when it's not 2020, when we're out and we're on the go, or even if we're at work somewhere and we have like unbearable cramps. These are so good to have because they're so easy to use and they're perfect for on the go. That's pretty much it, guys. I really hope that I could give you some new products or some tips to help you out during that time of the month. It's a girl thing, we gotta go through it, unfortunately. Give me a thumbs up if I did help you out, because those really help me out. Don't forget to check my description box below for the coupon codes to get the products that I mentioned. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hopefully I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.